First things first, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
We're good, I think. We are a bit tired because we had a radio promotion today early, but we're good.
Well, what I want to start with is, Janieck, do you remember the first time you heard of Lost Frequencies?
Yes, I wrote the song Reality already.
Okay.
Well, of course not like how it eventually was finished, but like I wrote the basis of the song, and then my co-writer called me. He was in the car, and he said, "I just heard a DJ that could do like a really good production around the song you created," and that was Reality, but it didn't have a name yet. So I heard it from my co-writer who was in the car and heard "Are You With Me?" So.
Okay. And what do you think of Are You With Me? Were you familiar with his music?
I of course right away I looked on it on YouTube. First thing I thought was like a great video clip. I loved the music video, but like the music I loved it because I'm more of a band guy. I always played in bands, wrote songs for bands, so I was playing guitar, piano, drums, bass guitar. So there was like, for me, it was like the first DJ I heard that was not fully like a DJ, but like the pop vibe in it, and the instruments and the production was something like that reminded me of a band. So that's what I thought. Like right away, I thought like, well, yeah, this could be the guy.
Okay. And for you then, Felix, did they come to you with here we have a song, do you want to remix it, or did you already know about him writing the song?
Yeah, it was more of the first proposition, but more like, not like a remix, more do you want to work on us with the track? And first I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is really cool, you know, because I get a lot of demos in my mails, and this one was like, hey, this sounds pretty awesome. And then yeah, like you said, I made like a version of it. Then 2 days ago, 2 days after, I sent it to you, and it was like it was already really shaped like it looks now, you know.
Okay.
So after 2 days, we already had like the big part of it.
It clicked right away.
Yeah.
We had an idea in our head, and I think he had the same idea. So he did the production in 2 days, and we were straight away.
We were fine with it. Like, yeah, that's what they wanted about the track, and that's what I had in mind. So we were both happy about what happened, and then at the end we
only cut off the intro, I think.
Yeah, we cut off the intro because that was like a long intro. But I think it was pretty cool. But like for the radio, they said it was not the best. And then I remember like 1 week before the release, we did the new mixing of the track, which was pretty weird because, you know, we had the track already done for like 6 months, and then we made like a new mixing, completely new. And I think for both of us it was a bit weird, but I think it sounds really better now than what it was like 3 months ago. Yeah, it was like a bit more flatter. Now it's really a bit more rocky and a bit more pop. Therefore, it was a bit more dance track, and I think it's better now. And yeah, and then we went to Beirut to do the live. I played on the DJ decks, and he sang, and everybody went crazy on the track. And that's when I think we realized that it was really good, a big hit.
Yeah.
And well, you say you clicked immediately. And you are more from a singer-songwriter band background, you more from a production house DJ background. Did you talk about each other's area of expertise in a way? Did you say to him, well, this might be a good beat, or did you say, well, maybe change the word here?
Well, I didn't say like change the lyrics because the lyrics are really cool. And I don't think you told me to change something about the beat because they were like, we like your song Are You With Me? We think this could be like a good, in the same mood, you know, and that's true, it is. And so I did like what I wanted to do, and I think that's what they expected, and it just happened, and it was all right. Like, I mean, that's awesome when it happens like this, you know. Sometimes it just takes so much time to make a track with someone, and there is just like, hey, we have a demo, and hey, I work on it, and then I send it back, and then like, okay, it's finished. You know, and it was really cool to to have it, and then I think you sent it to friends.
Yeah.
And what did they think?
Yeah, they were like they were very enthusiastic right away. What I wanted to say, like, we didn't really we didn't send the track back and forward like, oh, could you change this and could you change that? No, it was like straight away. It was a click and it was kind of like already there. And that's amazing, and that's why it's like I have a lot of experience in songwriting, and if a song just doesn't work, if you're working on a song for months or weeks, I don't put the effort in it anymore. I'm like, all right, this is not gonna work. And if it is like done, the best songs are done in like once, you know, just one time, and it's good. And that's what I really liked about the song, because afterwards, after the first version, I was like, well, yeah, this is it. This is the track.
It was like listening to a new song or listening to something new, because you made it in such a short time. When you listen to it, you kind of enjoy it, because you know it's like, oh, this is a cool track. You didn't hear like 3,000 times before it's done or something. Yeah.
And you say you went to Beirut, and was that the first time you performed it live?
We already did it once in Amsterdam here. We did it at RTL Late Night Show. But then it was like 15 to 30 seconds.
Yeah, we didn't do the full one.
Yeah, it wasn't the full version.
In Belgium we did radio stations.
Yes, we did promotion in Belgium. Yeah, we did, and then we went to Beirut and doing the live there. And
you say you kind of knew then that you had something good. So what was it about? Was it the reaction of the crowd, or?
It was the first time we were performing together in front of a crowd. Usually we're doing like for the radio, so you don't see the people listening to the music. That was the first time he was singing in front of a lot of people. I was playing the music without vocals with a lot of people, and afterwards we made like a really nice picture together, and it was really cool.
Yeah, but it was the reaction of the crowd, because there were I don't know, like maybe 15 or 16,000 people, and he did his show already, and I just only came out on stage for reality. And when we did that, like the whole crowd was singing along, and it was crazy. And then we knew like, wow, this is really like hitting the spot or something. Like all the people are just.
It's crazy to see like people are from so far away know the lyrics.
Yeah,
they know the lyrics, and
Lebanon. You said Lebanon.
Yeah, and
who would have thought, you know, Lebanon.
Well, when you wrote the lyrics, what was in your mind then? Because you say, well, people all over the world now know the lyrics. So when you first wrote it down, what was in your mind?
It's kind of like personal, but like very in a broad sense. Like everyone can relate to it. But it was kind of like how I go through life at this moment, like this year, last year, and upcoming year. I was just like. How do you say it? Like I was just kind of explaining like how I looked at life, what my perspective was of happiness, of love, and everything, and sadness, and that's why I wrote the lyrics. Like, just make decisions as I go into anywhere I flow, and yeah, it was kind of like, but everyone has the same, you know. So it's not like, whoa, that's only that he understands. No, it's in a broad sense, but it was really what I felt at that moment, like how I go through life nowadays.
Yeah, and that's why I also liked about the track, you know, the lyrics were really good. They were like, okay, those are really cool lyrics. Sometimes you get lyrics like, I don't know, I want to go to Dreamland because I don't know, I want to fly, I want to have money, or I don't care. And this was really like, it made sense, and it also made sense for me because, like you say, your life is changing a lot in the last year, and for me also. So I really can relate to the lyrics, and that's why I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you talk to him about it? Because you obviously a year ago kind of things exploded for you, and then all of a sudden you were in the spotlight. And so did you help him with that? That now all of a sudden everything's a lot is going to change, and you're going all over the world to play it.
Well, we kind of go our own ways at this moment, because he wants to experience and work with a lot of other songwriters as well, and I want to work with other DJs as well. But we have contact and we help each other, like when we're on touring or for radio. Or
and I think, like, you know, we were looking for the same. He wanted to make a track with me. I wanted to make a track with him, and now he wants to make a track with someone else, and we, you know, that's how I think music works. You know, we always want to work with some other people. It's not because like we would make one hit, we want to make another hit. We just want to make music.
And maybe someday we will do something again, but
There's no definite plans.
No,
yet, okay.
exactly.
Okay.
It's not like now we're gonna stick together and make like 5 songs or so. No.
Right. And well, you say you wanted to work with DJ. So has EDM always been a part? Because, like we said, your background is more in bands. And so have you always thought about working with DJs and going a little bit towards EDM?
The first time when that thought came into my mind was when I heard "This Is What It Feels Like."
Okay.
You know that song, "This Is What It Feels Like"?
Yeah.
That was the first thing that I really heard. Just a normal, really good pop song, and
With EDM influences.
with EDM influence. But it was a full song, and that was the first time I was driving in the car, and I was just like, man, maybe I should think about that. Like maybe I can write for them as well, because it was exactly a song I would write. But then I went on with what I was doing, and then eventually I thought, oh, let's give it a try.
Okay.
And it really worked out. The funny thing now, but that's why I first I'd never really listened to DJ music, but now I do. I even listen now more to DJ music than bands actually, but that's because
You're getting to the point of the thing.
I'm getting the point, and you guys, the DJs and producers, are much more doing the pop songs now. And that's what I love.
That's true.